Woof. Woof. Okay. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 and woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof. Ah, woof. Ah, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. And woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. So, okay. It was the first presentation, and now I'm going to say it like in the real way. So, so yeah, it was long. I was like kind of dying. So yeah, the idea is to create like a degenerative, like a say, like we don't care. We just like make some fun. I can just like say anything with Woof. It's pretty fun. So I guess like this is like very important, like because in any ecosystem, the thing is like to create a narrative, and sometimes people will like it or they won't like it. So I want to create like the DJ narrative. Like it's people that just want to have fun in anything, and by this, I guess like as you can see with Dogecoin, you can see with Shiba, Pep, or whatever. With Wawa, I guess the idea is like at first, meme were created because of community. You can even see it like Pepe just like launched like quite recently. It went like I guess like $1 billion market cap. I guess now it's like around like 600 million. But the idea is it's all about like community. We are just like reunited by a meme or something like that. So with Wawa, we are just like woofing around. We are just making woof, and that's pretty cool. We don't need much. So yeah, there was like this kind of like photo like from the Aquasm that was like last week. So it's all about the community. Like there was nobody, there is no core team, there is nothing. So it's just like people can just like go like literally like where we are and just like use our branding. They can just like have fun, they can meet people, and they can just even represent the brand, because who care? Like it's all about like the community, and that's the most important, I guess, in any project. Well, yeah, there was like this slide with fun because I pretty think that it's important when we are doing like, I guess like complex stuff, and just like have fun with it, because there is a lot of people that will just basically just look at you and say, okay, that's pretty cool, but I don't understand anything. But if you make some fun of it, then it's gonna be like more easy to understand. Like basically it's at school when you are like very, very young. We use like pretty much games to make you understand like anything. And I think like games are just like the way that we can abstract, I guess, like the complexity. Because if you are like, if you check, for example, or was made like Dogecoin, it used a fork of Litecoin and then a fork of Lucky Coin. So the idea is just like you have the Bitcoin technology, which is like very complex. It's kind of like a bunch of nerds that just like play cryptographic stuff and mathematical stuff. And who's gonna just like understand what Bitcoin is, or even get some attention from that? Then you create just a meme coin, let's say Dogecoin. And people are like, oh, well, this is so fun. Like, look at the meme. And then, oh, but where it's come from? Like, what's the technology used behind of this? And then they get attention of it. And basically, you get like exposure. And that's why probably Bitcoin is what it is right now. It's because, yeah, there is like some fun and meme coins. This is, yeah, I use like this thing like we pick Picasso. If you didn't see, it's from Polkadot, and they make like the first integration with IBC outside of Cosmos. And they use like a Pika token for Picasso. And basically their first transaction was made on Chihuahua chain. So I'm pretty proud of it. And we didn't spoke with them. They just like make it, because I guess like they just like understand like the narrative of just like the fun. And okay, so I'm gonna like test on it on mainnet, because we don't have testnet, we don't care. Basically it's like, who cares? Like just test in mainnet, and if it works, it works then. Sometimes you test in testnet, it works, and then you test in mainnet and it doesn't, so. Well, so they made it, and basically it works. So this is for me like the translate the complexity into like something like more simple. Chihuahua chain is literally like a place to build. So we already have like a metaverse that you already see the video before. So it's built like by the Passage team. We spoke like a lot with them. They were like pretty inspired like by the, well, inspired. You can say like, oh, you have a meme coin and you're like inspired. No, literally. And they understood like the way that making fun is very important. And as they are like building on top of Cosmos, but not launched yet, they did try a launch, and not they have like stopped because they wanted like more fun to build like their own game, which is like Strange Clan. You probably like heard of it. And they have like a lot of partnership, and the idea is like create like a social hub for gaming and just like for people in Cosmos. So they created like the Wawaverse that you saw the video like right here, and I'm gonna be able like to explain like with the video right now, not before. But basically, you will have like your little Wawa. You will be able like to just like have an open world, just like get around with your friend, and just play mini games. So there will be like 3 mini games: the Wawa race, there will be the Tai Chihuahua, which is like just like a fighting, and you will have like kind of like a Pac-Man, kind of. So you will collect like little streets, and that's it. I guess like it's gonna be like a pretty fun way to battle around. Like you see like probably at OsmoCon in Cosmos, we are making like stuff like people are fighting in a real boxing ring. But probably they will be able like to do it like in a stream, live stream on Twitch, and we could make like the Battle of Cosmos Founder literally like on the Wawaverse. The idea is just like, I guess like gaming is pretty cool, like to just like change their mind. People are like working a lot, so it's pretty cool for them just like to get abstract of it. Also NFT. So basically, like for example, as the Wawaverse, you will need a little NFT. Here it's like the Meta Wawa. If you have a Meta Wawa, it's like kind of like a passport to the metaverse. So if you have one, you will be able to connect. If you don't have, then you're not gonna be able to just like play the game. It's basically like kind of a game. If you don't buy the game, you cannot play it. I really think like the NFT have like something like around that, and we should play more with that. So yeah, it's a little example, but it's a pretty nice way, I guess, to make understand a game, like for example, a gaming platform, like let's say Steam. They could also like integrate like NFTs, and people will just like not share games or share accounts, because you won't share your account if there is money on it. It's not like the same. So yeah, it's a first step. As it's only community building, there is like, I said, no funders. It's just like people that made it, and free people that, like the 2 other people, I don't even know them. So the idea was just like to make a platform and people just like enjoy. Somebody just like create like the Wawa Punks. I wasn't even like involved in this. So it's basically just like 10K of NFTs. Everything is mint. There is no variety, not everything. The goal is just like to burn the Wawa, like everything we made like from the sale of it. It's just like we burn them. The other idea is basically to share the technology like everywhere. So they just like launched 1K in Stargaze, 1K, for example, in Territory. I guess there will be more, like Passage got also one. There is like Set Mantle, there is Omniflix. So the idea is just like to expand like the Wawas just for the culture, because I guess also like meme coins are for the culture and the branding. There is also like, for example, like the Emporium that is built like on the top of Shiba chain. Yeah, the design is horrible, I guess, but that's not the idea. The idea is just like, basically you can understand like what the tech is. So you can literally build smart contract and anything you want on top of Shiba chain. They made like a little thing. It's just like a minter. So you can just set up like whatever you want, like the variety or anything. You can just like set up like the fees you want. If you want to pay like in Atom, in Wawa, or whatever, you can just like put your collection name, your branding, whatever. So it's pretty simple. Like the docs are pretty cool, and you can just like meet your first NFT on an NFT marketplace that nobody cares. But it's fun. You can test it. That's literally the idea. It's also a place to build like DeFi. So one of the main like people that used to work with us is like White Whale. We like never spoke with them, and they just like integrate us. And then we started like working with them. So White Whale is just like a kind of like a hub, like in the ecosystem. So they build on top of each chain. They have their own chain, Migaloo chain, and they have like their own token, like the Whale token. Their idea is just like to incentivize stuff and build like DeFi. So on top of Chihuahua chain, they build like kind of like this AAM. And something we really like, not excluding like the alliance that they have, they built like this incentivization model that is pretty cool. So it's kind of like the same thing as Osmosis, but literally more simple. In Osmosis, you need to create Gauge, and to make this, you need like to use like CLI. So it's a bit more complex, I guess, like for like pretty much like anyone that just like want to launch token. So here you can just like incentivize using like any token you have on your wallet. So if you're just a whale and have fun and just like distribute token, then you can. Or you can just like build your own token like with a minter. It's pretty easy. And then just like incentivize any pool. Pretty cool. So then people know you. We also have like some LSD token. They are less known. That's right. The big brand. You like Quicksilver. No, we prefer to work like with. We didn't work with them. They build on top of us. So Ares Protocol, they are pretty cool guys. They are making like LSD staking like around Cosmos. They are very good. And there is also Staffy Hub. I guess they have to. They wanted like to make a proposal to connect with the hub too. So there will be like a second one connected to the hub. Not sure it's gonna pass, but you can still have like LSD for Wawa 2 there. And we have like some secret project that we spoke a bit like since long. So the Wawa swap. So the idea is just like not as like a white whale, because white whale is like creating stuff like around the ecosystem, but not only in one. We wanted like to just like build a strong IAM on top of Shiwa chain, just like to really make some very fun, cool things. And yeah, so this is just like some little design that we made, and basically you will be able like to have anything that you want. You will be able like to have your token. You will be able like to mint new token, the pool, the NFTs, connect directly to the Wareverse, because the Wareverse is literally can be included like in a screen. And so you will have like basically everything. And at the end, I was like supposed to speak with a few things, but I decided just like to put some Woof. And to conclude this, I guess that I have like 5 little minutes. Probably I have a first, I guess it's working. The first shot of the Wawaverse. Woo! Look at that. So I have my little, my little Wawa. I can just like go everywhere that I want. And yeah, it's not working pretty well. So like I cannot enter this world, for example. I don't even understand like, but look at this. It's fun. No, it's literally at the beginning. So you can just like change the few things. Like for example, let's say like some colors. Okay, I'm gonna put like some, ooh, look at this. It just changed. So yeah, I guess it's like, even like, it's just alpha testing. We have like a bunch of people that are playing it to resolve some bug. And the idea at the end is like, everyone will be able to connect there and just have fun. So yep, that's the first shot. And I guess that's it for me. Open question? Nope. Thanks.